One of the most frequently asked questions on this account is about Emilio Aguinaldo. It is so easy to hate on him considering how he is portrayed in film. For sure, hindi naman siya perfect, pero I try my best to look for proof to support these popularly held opinions. Sasagutin ko yung ibang mga questions na pinadala sa akin ng mga college researchers. How do you assess the political and social context surrounding the Aguinaldo-Bonifacio conflict? What were the key factors that led to their rivalry? Yang drama ni Agui at Boni was a historical power struggle and a clash of ideologies and leadership styles. Obvious naman yung kaibahan ng family backgrounds nila na nakita rin natin sa kaibahan ng leadership styles nila. Masa si Bonifacio, nagtrabahong warehouse clerk, pero he was self-educated at mahilig magbasa. As the founder of the Katipunan, he was a populist leader. His vision for the revolution was inclusive of the masses. Aguinaldo came from a wealthy and educated family in Cavite. He was more pragmatic and believed in diplomacy and military strategy over revolutionary radicalism. Aguinaldo's revolutionary faction was more structured and hierarchical, influenced by his background and the prominence of the elite class in Cavite. Mas magandang uniform nila. The Katipunan was splintered into different factions, Bonifacio's Magdiwang and Aguinaldo's Magdalo. Each faction was aligned to their leader's style and vision. Aguinaldo was elected president of the Philippines at the Tejeros Convention, while Bonifacio lost and was appointed director of the Interior. Bonifacio viewed this as an insult and questioned the legitimacy of the election process. Ito namang si Daniel Tirona publicly objected to Bonifacio's appointment kasi wala siyang formal education na lalong kinagalit ni Bonifacio. Naging away ng revolusyonaryong aircon at revolusyonaryong pamaypay tuloy. The next question was, in your opinion, what were the primary ideological and strategic differences between Aguinaldo and Bonifacio that escalated their conflict? Yung pagka-bro-nemies ni na Agui at Boni, familiar clash na yan between elitist leadership and mass-based revolutionary ideals. Aguinaldo's rise to power was fueled by military success and his ability to unite certain factions. Still, it also led to the marginalization and eventual downfall of Bonifacio, who was more inclusive and populist in his approach. Gaya ng lahat ng drama, may perception ng ambition at pagtataksil. Aguinaldo wanted to centralize the leadership under someone who had military success. Siya yun, syempre. At the same time, Bonifacio, as the founder of the Katipunan, felt that the elite in leadership was undermining his revolutionary vision. Aguinaldo and his supporters saw Bonifacio as a liability to the revolution. His idealism and lack of military experience could endanger the movement. On the other hand, Bonifacio and his followers viewed Aguinaldo's leadership as opportunistic and a betrayal of the original revolutionary ideals of the Katipunan. When Bonifacio attempted to establish a separate government, he was captured by Aguinaldo's forces. He was tried and convicted of treason and sedition in a controversial trial, and despite appeals for clemency, Aguinaldo allowed the execution of Bonifacio and his brother Procopio in May 1897. Next question, to what extent do you believe Aguinaldo's decision to authorize Bonifacio's execution was influenced by pressure from other revolutionary leaders rather than personal ambition or animosity? It doesn't matter what I believe. What matters is what we can prove. May trial transcript po. Basahin natin. Andyan din ang trial house sa Maragondon kung gusto niya ng audiovisual experience. Si Aguinaldo at yung ibang revolusyonaryo, mga nagsulat din ng mga autobiography ang mga yan. When you visit the Bonifacio trial house in Maragondon, you will learn that General Mariano Noriel presided over the Council of War and the trial of the Bonifacio brothers. Hindi si Aguinaldo. He also recommended that they be executed. The recommendation was sent to Aguinaldo through his cousin Baldomero. Aguinaldo initially pardoned the Bonifacio brothers. He wanted them exiled to Pico de Loro, once a remote fishing village. The Bonifacios were informed of the decision. Procopio even acknowledged it by signing the trial document, but Andres couldn't or wouldn't because he was injured and couldn't use his hand. In his memoirs, Mga Gunita ng Himagsikan, published in the 1960s, Emilio Aguinaldo said that Pio del Pilar, Mariano Noriel, and even former allies of Bonifacio had convinced him to change his mind. In the memoirs of General Artemio Ricarte provided additional names of people who advised Aguinaldo to execute the Bonifacio brothers. Feliciano Hoxon, Antonio Montenegro, Teodoro Gonzales, Jose Clemente Zulueta, Severino de las Alas, Baldomero Aguinaldo, Mariano Trias, and other Caviteños. Sabi nyo nga, napakaraming bagay tungkol sa kasaysayan na hindi natuturo sa paaralan. Kaya kung interesado kayo, maghanap ng mga primary or secondary sources para yung alam natin, hindi lang galing sa pelikula or popular opinion, pero yung pinakamalapit sa kaya nating patunayan. O, diba?
Meow meow.